And intriguing horror and sci-fi movies are on area screens this weekend. And here to tell us about Us and Captive State are film critics Chuck Koplinski and Pam Powell. So let's start with Captive State. Is this a horror film?
No, it's...
Oh, that's the next one.
Yeah, the next one's a horror.
Okay, so tell me about Captive State.
Captive State is an interesting film, not only movie-wise, but also in the way it's come into theaters. Came out last week, and Focus Features did not screen it for critics. They actually had screenings scheduled and then canceled them. They actually were talking about doing interviews with people in Chicago, canceled them. And I'm not sure why. This tells me they don't know what they've got in your hands. There you've got John Goodman there, and a guy by the name of Ashton Sanders. He plays a gentleman named Gabriel. This takes place in Chicago in the year 2026. Aliens have come, and they've been around for almost a decade now. They are firmly entrenched throughout the world, so much so that they literally control everything. They've taken over all the major cities. All the governments have agreed to whatever it is that they wanted, which of course is complete control, and people live in complete oppression. This, like I say, takes place in Chicago, and the main downtown area of all these big cities have been walled off, and that's where the aliens live. That's where their basic government is, and you have humans who are working with them, Goodman being one of them who's working with these aliens as a matter of survival. Our young hero here, his job is to help to wipe out all old digital information. They put a dampener on things so your phone won't work, your computer won't work. You've got to go to old class stuff like pay phones, Polaroid pictures, things like that if you want any sort of media. And what the young boy wants to do is, of course, break out. He and his buddy are going to head out towards Lake Michigan, over to Michigan, because it's got to be better than this.
Right?
And his brother was a resistance fighter against the aliens, but he died about a year earlier, and he was something of a martyr. And the young brother, of course, ends up getting sucked back into this resistance, and they end up planning an attack that will take down some aliens, they hope. This sounds like a lot of different movies, but let me tell you, this is a very unique film in that it's low budget, and I like low budget films that then have to work with just the basics of film, not all these big special effects. You're not going to see any huge space fights here. You're not going to see any of these things where thousands of people are being wiped out. This is a more intimate movie. It's shot with handheld cameras, and that's why I liked it too. It puts you right there in the action. Nothing is what it seems. And that's what I loved about this movie. It really pulls you into one thing after another. And I tell you, there was one trick after another, and the ending just left me floored. This is not for all people. People who want things that are obvious are going to have a problem with this movie. People who want things all spelled out for them are going to have a problem with this movie. This is a smart piece of science fiction, and it has social commentary in it too that we could talk about for a long, long time, which I'm sure Pam Powell would like to right now.
Oh, I can't wait.
This one does not seem like it'd be right up your alley.
You know what? I like science fiction films. I really do, if they have a little bit more tone to them. This one had a lot of urgency, constant urgency. Anything that you have a constant state of is not entertaining to me. It continued to be, I'm sorry, you gotta have a little bit of depth to it. We were constantly in this state of alert. That's fine. It was not my cup of tea. I felt bored by some of it. I thought some of it was way too...
I'll explain it to you later.
Excuse me, my lips are moving.
I know,
I felt that some of it was just way too obvious and did not surprise me whatsoever.
What?
No, I'm not kidding. I can't tell.
She doesn't want to give it away.
For the three people that will probably go see this film.
Again, it's for intelligent folks, so you're right. The audience is going to be limited.
Pam, it doesn't look like when I'd go watch either.
No, you know, I think you would be bored to tears, and you would know exactly what twist is coming up.
Oh my gosh.
You were able to foresee the twist.
I did. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe a little less controversial flick.
No.
Us?
No.
This one isn't any better?
No.
Oh my goodness. Well, this one has some doppelgangers. Is that this one?
It is.
Okay. What is this about?
This is about a family who has a family of doppelgangers that come and attack them. It's by Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele gave us Get Out from a year or two ago, and it was extraordinary from a lot of people's viewpoint, not just mine. I think actually Chuck even liked that one. And this is the film, it takes us back to 1986, and Peele does a phenomenal job of taking us back to this era, making fun of some of the things of this era, and creates a sense of dread and tension as we meet young Adelaide, played by Madison Curry. And she gets lost, separated from her family, as you see here in this clip, and sorry, that's the little boy later on, but she's separated from her family, and something traumatic happens. We don't know what it is. We get a little glimpse into what might be, and then we fast forward to 30 years later to the current day. Lupita Nyong'o is the star of this film as the adult Adelaide, and she does a phenomenal job. The characters are great. You really feel like you're seeing two different people for each character that we see. There's a lot of sense of dread throughout the entire film, and there's comedy that is strung through every single aspect. There you see Winston Duke, and he gives us a lot of our comedic elements. It's a slasher movie. It tries to be much more creative. I think he's trying to outdo what he did in Get Out, and he doesn't quite hit that bar. He set a really high bar for himself, and it was a difficult thing to do. He just tried to be too creative and too artsy with what he was trying to communicate, and I think it fell flat with that.
Do you agree, Chuck?
I had problems with the movie. I liked a lot of it. I liked the first two acts of it, and then the third act, for me, it just kind of fell apart. I thought this was slow at times as well. The payoff wasn't what I was expecting, and it certainly wasn't worth all the effort that we went through, I didn't think. This is a movie, though, I will see again, though, because I think there are other things there that you're going to want to catch. This is a smart filmmaker. Okay. Just not what I wanted this time out.
Okay, really quickly, we have some announcement. We've got our 4 winners of the Green Book DVD. Who are they? Drum roll, please.
They are Mark Donnell, Les Fagan, Carol Ross, Mike Weiss, and we have a 5th winner, but you have to go to our website to find out who that 5th winner is. That will be posted later on this evening after 8 p.m. Thank you to everybody who gave us your email so that you can have one of our newsletters on a monthly basis. Go check us out at realtalkwithchuckandpam.com.
All right, so for those of you who entered, there's still hope. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you.